Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Legacy. Let's get started. So, we beat the first boss last episode. So we have Lady Jenny II, the Legendary Paladin. I think it's possible to get Legendary without beating a boss, but I might be mistaken. If you remember, the only one who's remembered as Legendary besides her now is Sir Johannes. Actually, he's not even Sir Johannes, he's just Johannes, the Legendary Knight. A lot of people have died. A lot of people have died. Dear God, a lot of people have died. There you go, Johannes the Legendary Knight. And now I gotta go all the way back. I wish I could fast forward this. Who knows, maybe by the time this goes out I can edit, and it is fast forwarded. Okay, so this time we have Lady Tali II, the Paladin, Savant and Bald. Lady Shanoa III, the Assassin. Coprolalia. Lady Stephanie IV, the Paladin with OCD. And they all have Scythe. That's interesting. Let's go at the Assassin. We don't use Assassins. So we got a lot of... Upgrade our Spell Thieves. Turn your Spell Thieves into Spell Swords. You grant yourself the power of summoning empowered spells. You call that an axe? This is an axe. So we can decrease our mana cost, which we're gonna do. That lets us reroll our heirs, so we get 3 more. Invulnerability time up. It's okay. We used invulnerability time quite a bit back there. We're gonna get this. So now we get to keep 20% of all the gold that we have when we go speak to Charon. This is our manor so far. It's looking pretty nice. I'd like to live there. Doesn't look like it's got air conditioning though. That might be a deal breaker. Also, anytime you complete a section on the manor, it turns gold. That's why all of the class ones and character unlocks are gold, because they're already at max. But if I got potion up to 5, it would turn gold too. We need to unlock our pogo room. Because it's actually pretty good, in considering it increases our pogo damage. That's what I'm going to call it, even though it's not. We have a 1.5% chance to defy death, so that is, take a lethal blow, we have a very small chance of surviving. And continuing on. But it is pretty low. I have had it happen before, and it's more encouraging than actually genuinely useful. Like, yeah, I survived death. But yeah. Let's try and make it to the forest today. We're gonna explore the forest a bit. That'll be exciting. We'll pick up gold from the castle as we go, because we can. But basically, the second that we find the entrance to the forest, we're going through it. Wow, he does not get knocked back. So those stat boosts that we got last episode from beating the boss are completely independent of... I think they are affected by the class that you pick. I might be mistaken in saying that. I can't remember. We can actually get this one because we have the Scythe. Siphon Rune Sword. Sword has our dash rune on it right now, so we're unlikely to do that. Journal entry number 13. I slew the beast of the forest, and I have felt the throne room weaken once more. So far, my assumptions have proven correct. Each wing of the castle houses its own guardian beast. It's designed as a test of will? If so, then I cannot fail, for the further I venture, the more bold I become. Tomorrow I scour the tower. I am on a roll. I love how they have all this, like, period-accurate dialogue most of the time. And then they'll, like, put in a modern saying, nope, if you see there's a chest in there, we're not getting it. And it would have a lot of money in it. Also, we saw diamonds drop out of the boss yesterday. They're actually worth more than money bags. By quite a bit. Get out of here. That was tricky. Grace Rune Sword. So cheat. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of chance of getting out of there super successfully. I like that guard boxes don't cause contact damage. Hey, look, we found the boss room again, but as you can see, the boss door is shut. So we cannot get back in because the boss is slain. Bosses are one of the few enemy types in the game that stay dead. Actually, they're the only enemy type that stays dead, technically. There is a small exception, but I'm not going to spoil it until we witness it. But I will say we probably will not be completing that exception ever. I was hoping that would make us invulnerable to spikes. Ah, well, we made a good bit of money. We didn't make it to the forest. We're actually going to lock down the castle. Lady Shanoa III, the heroic assassin. We have Sir Darwin II, the assassin, gay. Lady Jenny III, the spelunkette, gay dextrocardia. And Sir Useless II, the spell sword with ADHD. Now, I would pick the spell sword, but he only has the blade wall, which isn't great. So we're going to pick Lady Jenny III, the spelunkette. And we're going to get the pogo room, because we can. So yeah, now we do increased damage as we get consecutive down strikes, which is really nice. Here I'll demonstrate. Has an upper cap, I think. But as you can see, our damage goes up until it hits I think that's our default damage. Upgrading, yeah. So basically, it does half damage, but now it'll slowly get up to doing our normal attack damage. That's fun. So a Siphon Rune and a Grace Rune for the sword. Need to get more runes. Lock it down. I normally wouldn't do this. But we didn't find the forest, but we do have a spelunkette. So basically what my goal here is to make it to the forest and plunder all of its treasures, or at least most of them. That'd be nice. Oh shoot, we've got dextrocardia, don't we? Yeah, we sure do. Even worse, we didn't actually find the portal to the forest. Well, this isn't going very well, to say the least. We're not gonna make any money on this run. Miners are very much a risk-reward type class. You're very weak health-wise. You have a decent health. You have a decent attack damage. But the complete lack of health is just such a large detriment. Oh, that goes through walls. Damn. Did exactly how much health I had left. I was hoping that I would survive. Lady Jenny II has been slain by a Plonky. Lady Jenny III, even, the determined Spelunket. Sir Fleming the Spell Sword, Glaucoma and OCD. Sir Jacoby the Barbarian King, Baldness and Gay, and Sir Darwin II the Hokage, Ectomorph and Hypergonadism. So he knocks things back, but also gets knocked back. I really want to show you guys a forest, so we're going to go with the Barbarian King. We didn't make any money, even though we were a Spelunket, so that's that. Have over 308 HP now, it's fantastic. Balding. You don't have to remind us, Castle, we know. Oh, that our hair is destined to appear from our head. Our baldness has already affected our feather. Ooh, handy. I love how sometimes we find the boss room instantly and other times it takes us an age to find it. A good feeling about the forest entrance this way. Not that way, I meant general direction. I mean, obviously it's to the right. That was a Doomfist. I think there are gold gilded chests later in the game. I can't remember. Oh, I just mumbled that. Nice like. Remember. Ah, this is the Maya entrance. Yeah, we're better off teleporting back to the start. I'd just like to point out that these rooms extend past the entrance to the castle. Thereby, this place cannot physically exist. Towards the end of the game... Oop, there's a fairy chest here. Vampire Rune, Bracers. Towards the end of the game, we might end up getting longer episodes of... Darn it! Oh. We don't stand a chance against the monsters in the darkness right now. Gotta hand it to the prince that wrote that diary. He went through this castle all in one run. We don't know if he'd survived it yet. Finally found it. Now we're in the castle. Forest even. Now we've got new enemy types as well as stronger variants of enemies that we've already seen before. A lot of the rooms are very similar, but the forest also has a few unique ones to it. Also got new stuff to break. Gotta resist the urge to break all of that. Gonna fall to the bottom and break it from here. Ah, glorious meat. Anyone who's played Mega Man will find that enemy very familiar looking. I believe it is a reference to the Mega Man enemy, but I can't remember what it's called now. So, some new enemies that we've seen so far are the slime, that wolf, the floating skull, and we've seen the return of a few foes from the forest as well. Forest to castle. I misspeak all the time. So yeah, but he was right. The moon is massive here. We're gonna double... Oh, God. Well, this is going to be interesting. That's one collected. We did it. So as you can see, we're already collecting a lot more money from the forest than we were the castle. We've explored a fair bit of it in reality. Oh, they got me. We did pretty good. Sir Jacoby has been slain by a spike trap. Not the best way to go out, but at least he'll be remembered well. Sir Jacoby, the Divine Barbarian King. So, we have Lady Teresa III, the Lich Queen, Endomorphin Dyslexia. She's only got Flame Barrier, which isn't great. Lady Minerva III, the Spelunkette, Boldness, and Ectomorph, Flame Barrier. Lady Vicky V, the Paladin, Alzheimer's, and Dwarfism. Now, since we know where the forest is, we're actually gonna do something pretty crazy. Let's increase our haggle, because now that we can get into the forest, have a better shot of making a lot of more money, and we want to hold on to as much of it as we can. We're gonna lock the castle down. We have over 103 HP now as a miner, or a spelunker / spelunkette now. We're level 50 actually. That's pretty damn good. You always want to break these. Not gonna matter at this point in the game, but you always want to break them. So let's just take a look around. So there's the boss room. You can't see me pointing, but I did. There's some fairy chests around. Here's the entirety of the darkness. Here's the entirety of the Maya. So just let's get right to it. Well, that's Ectomorph for you, by the way. I don't know if I've ever been hit while I've been playing an Ectomorph. As you can see, we went flying. The game is not exaggerating when it says that every hit sends you flying. This is a special room. Nope. I was just about to say, I'll bet it's one of those. Enemies can hurt themselves on spikes too, by the way. Ah, that could have gone better. She's gonna be remembered as being useless, but since the last episode was so long, I'm gonna end this one a little bit shorter. This has been Rogue Legacy. If you enjoyed what you watched in this video, please do consider leaving a like and sharing it with your friends. If you'd like to see more of what I do, because I plan on uploading every day, please do subscribe. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.